It is time once again where I yell, "Get off my lawn!" It's Dave 101.
It's time for Dave 101.
Open the door, it's Dave! Dave, D-A-V-E! Dave's not here! Dave's the killer! Yeah! Dave's the killer! Dave's a mess!
So the big thing that is coming down the pipe in the UFO world is everybody and their dog is going to be creating a UFO app. Some of these apps you'll pay for, some of them will be free. All of them will guarantee you can put in your sighting, your video, and your information right then and there in real time. And your report will be added to a database of hundreds of thousands, if not millions upon millions of reports from people just like you around the world. Yes, the day and age of infiltrating our iPhones, our Google phones, our Samsungs is here. But I'm going to put out a warning for all of you. Do not download these. I don't care if they're from MUFON. I don't care if they're from Google. I don't care if they're from Enigma Labs. I don't care where they are from. Because remember, the information has to go somewhere. Someone is going to get their hands on your IP address. They're going to get their hands on your phone number. They're going to get the hands on your email, where you live, maybe your address, passwords that you install, because let's face it, if you're like the majority of us, you use the same password probably for at least 9 to 15 different things that you have to log into each and every day. That's what we do. We're a comfort creature that way, and there are those out there who may want to take advantage of it. No, I am not a fan of the apps that they say are going to benefit you in tracking and learning about what kind of different UFOs are out there. Here's a post that I would say to you. Put it on your Facebook. Put it on your Instagram. If you get that photo, put it on there. You're already on there. They already have your stuff. Why give it to someone else? There are those out there who will say, well, what's the difference? Everything is tracked. Everything is known. They know by my phone number where I am at any time. The government will know my email. They'll know when I am sitting there harassing the president or the prime minister on social media. They know it all. And maybe they do, maybe they don't. Because none of us really do read the fine print on anything. I think it's only about 3 to 5% of the population that actually does. But here's the thing. There is a major race going on right now in the UFO world. And that is for information. Information from people like you. Why do they want your information? Because they want your reports. And they want more than your reports. They want to know who you are. What kind of people are having sightings? Who's having the sightings? Where are the sightings happening? Are they happening in clusters? Are you seeing the same thing other people are using as well? This is why I don't feel comfortable with this right now. Right now, we know there are about 5 different apps that are going to roll out here within a year. We know the really strange and secretive Enigma Labs is about to roll out an app. MUFON has decided they are going to roll out an app. There are many, as 3 that I know of, private groups who have not been named yet that are ready to roll out an app. Some of them are even in beta testing right now. The reason why I am concerned about this is because when you see the new race towards ufology and UApology. See what I did there? UApology. I often wonder, what is the hurry? Why all of a sudden do they need all of this stuff? Well, it's simple. Data equals money. It equals money from the government. It equals money from private agencies. And if you're willing to give it, they are willing to take it. So let me tell you about this. And this is what scares me about it. We know the ownership of Enigma Labs is being funded by billionaire Peter Thiel, who is the man behind Planet Palantir, a government contracting company. We know that he helped start a little company called PayPal with his buddy Elon Musk. We know that he was one of the first investors into Facebook, and then this guy's worth between $5 and $10 billion. What does he want with UFOs? What does he want with all that information? Enigma claims they are not affiliated with anybody, even though they're a private company. Yet the parent of that company, the financier of that company, has government contracts, including defense contracts, up the yin-yang with his other companies. Let's go to MUFON. We know MUFON has been begging and pleading to be in the UFO conversation, well, especially the last 5 years, 6 years since the New York Times article came out in 2017. We know Dave McDonald, the ever-dressed styling and profiling leader of MUFON, has wanted and made it his mantra to get MUFON involved in the government game. And from all points that I'm hearing of, he is being very successful, which means if he is successful and he is going to say, to hell with our rest of our board of directors and what they say, to hell with our investigators, to hell with our state directors, this is what we're doing, and we're getting into the game on a civilian level, that means that MUFON stats will likely be turned over to the U.S. government as well. Now, people even in MUFON will say, well, aren't we doing that already? Haven't we done that in the past? Aren't there government agents in there? Yeah. Jan Harzan, the former president and executive director, tried to get Tom DeLonge involved when he was really hot to trot with the To the Stars Academy. They tried in 2007 and successfully did for a bit get billionaire Robert Bigelow involved with his Bigelow Advanced Aerospace Space Systems Company, BASS, out of Las Vegas. This is where it all seems to go, and that is everything funnels through to the government. So my question is, who can you trust? We tell our children all the time, I want to see what you're downloading onto your iPad or onto your tablet. Or if you're like me, where your kid has broken his tablet, so you give him an old iPhone and you let him play his games on there. You watch what your children do, but are you watching what information you are allowing on your cell phones or on your tablets? Because right now I can say this, and this is my warning to all of our Spaced Out Radio listeners out there. I cannot say with 100% conviction that there is an app out there regarding UFOs that I trust or would trust for right now. Now, I am hearing there are some independent companies who are trying to track this for the sake of actual research that is independent from any government contract. We'll see how those play out. What I'm saying to you is, hold on to your information. Your personal information is important. It doesn't matter whether the government already has it. Look, they have your social security number. They have your phone number. They have your email, your IP addresses. They know where you work. They know how many taxes you pay each and every year. They know more about you than you do yourself. But that still doesn't give them permission to know what's in your head. What have you seen? What have you experienced? And this goes beyond just seeing a couple of dots flying in weird patterns in the sky. No, no, no. This goes beyond that. This goes beyond to the experiencer, to those who have had ET contact or close encounters of the third kind or more. I don't want them having my stories with my information. Do you? Would you feel comfortable with your government knowing that you're an ET contactee or had close encounters? Nobody should feel comfortable with that. All right? Whether they are deliberately listening on our phones, whether they can already hack into secured lines like Signal, they've already done it. We know that it's there. We're just hoping that they're not paying attention. And that we don't say any trigger words like Joe Biden is ugly, or Donald Trump has bad hair, or Justin Trudeau, besides his sock collection, is not a very nice man. We get to hear it all. They will hear it all. But for your protection, don't download or support any of these apps that will be coming out here very, very soon. It's not worth it. It's not worth your privacy, and it's definitely not worth your private information. If you feel that you need to get your story out, you can always contact us at info@spacedoutradio.com, and we can point you in the proper direction, like Peter Davenport's New Fork out of Washington State. Completely independent, completely free. We need to protect each other. We need to make sure that our community is safe from the zealots who are trying to steal the information so they can get a handle on making a ton of money on whatever is going to happen in space or coming to Earth. It is about business. It is about information. Don't kid yourself. And when you get a company like the Enigma Labs, who seems to be hiding everything behind the scenes, to the point where we don't even know who's working for them or who you're talking to, they may have you set up with a government official from the CIA, the NSA, or whomever alphabet agency they belong to. And in the meantime, you're giving them prime information about who you are, what you're seeing, and then you get excited. You tell them a little bit more. This is like the fourth time in 5 days. And next thing you know, they're watching you. Be paranoid about it. I am. Hold on to your information. Keep your stories to yourself. If you've never reported anything, don't start now. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. That's why we do this show. You guys all trust us, listening to us, and we're going to give you the proper information that's going to get out there. And right now, I cannot say that there is an app out there regarding UFOs that I would trust on my phone. And I hope you believe that. And I hope you use that to your advantage. That is your Dave 101 for tonight. Do me a favor. Down below, if you're on YouTube, make sure you leave a comment after the show. And let me know what you think. Would you trust a UFO app? Are you going to get curious and try it on out? Are you going to get out there and say, hey, any little bit of information helps bring this subject to disclosure, even though there is no such thing as disclosure? It's all up to you. You're the one who gets to make the choice. And that is your Dave 101.